Hello everybody, I'm Noah the NNBandicoot, and welcome to a new show, NMB Discusses. This is the show where me, Venom, and MK discuss various topics. Hello guys, how are you doing today?
Hello.
I've had better days.
No,
Ignore him. Not good things have happened.
It's even not just that. Whatever, it's a different topic.
It's a different topic. It's something we don't need here.
So we got 3 topics for today. We got top 5 Sonic games. We also got what Dragon Ball movie villain would love to see in Dragon Ball Super, and what anime crossovers do we want to see. So let's start with the top one because it was the suggested one from one of my fans. So top 5 Sonic games. So this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna say my number 5, then MK will say his number 5, and then Venom will say his number 5, and we'll go down the list. So
I don't know how well I'm going to do this topic. I haven't played a lot of Sonic games.
I think I've only played 4.
Yeah, same.
Fuck.
I don't know. I'll think of something.
I'll Google some names and I'll be like, oh, those sound really cool. Pick that one.
Lazy bastard.
To Wikipedia.
Alright, let me, I'm gonna get out my list. Because unlike some people, I came prepared. So, at number 5, I have, well, wait. Yeah, that's number 5. Number 5 is Shadow the Hedgehog. So,
That triggers me beyond belief, because if you see one of my most recent videos, you would know about this. About my opinions on Shadow.
so I've stated pretty much a while back that I legit like Shadow the Hedgehog. Well, people kind of like it. People are like, okay, it's bad, but isn't Sonic 06 bad? Or those stupid people that think 06 is better than Shadow. But I think I like Shadow.
It is better than Shadow.
You never played it, so fuck off. Anyway.
I played both of them.
Wait, you have?
Yes. Why do you think I hate Shadow the Hedgehog?
Because you have no standards, that's why.
No, because it's a terrible game about a terrible character.
Well, I think it's a good game because I'm a guy that's a sucker for multiple choice, like morale systems with different endings at the end. I think the gun mechanics does work, even though it is out of place. And I do think the gameplay is solid. When I was little, I grew up with Sonic Heroes, so the gameplay style felt more natural to me than everybody saying it's too slippery. So I pretty much enjoy the game for nostalgia, but even then, I do like to go back to the game every now and then. So yeah, Shadow is my number 5.
I'd probably say my number 5 would... I'm gonna have to go with Sonic Heroes.
Really?
It's one of the games I remember. Actually, no, we're not gonna go with Sonic. We're gonna go with damn it, what's the one where he rides on an airboard? I forgot.
Sonic Riders.
Sonic Riders. It's a pretty decent racing game, to be honest. I mean, it's an interesting thing because you're not even accelerating. It's about, you know, using your air and such. And even though there are parts of it that suck, it's still a pretty decent game. I mean, it's fun enough, a good amount of stuff to unlock, and I have nostalgia for it.
What console version did you get?
PS2.
PS2? Okay. What about you, Venom? You got something for us?
Hang on. I'm busy looking through the list. Let's see. Which one sounds interesting?
He's gonna choose a shitty one, just watch it.
You know, if you only played like 4 games, then just say you don't have a
Let's just skip you for now, and then we'll come back to you.
Why don't you guys do your top 5 and I'll say ones I liked and played.
Alright, fine, we'll do that.
Fine.
That works.
You selfish bitch.
No,
But,
go
okay,
no.
my number 4 is Sonic Generations. This game is a big love letter to all Sonic fans. And I think the gameplay is pretty sweet, and Sonic Forces is going to use the same exact gameplay, so I am convinced that Sonic Forces will be pretty good. If there's one thing that I didn't really like compared to other people that liked it was the classic Sonic, because honestly, I think if you want to make a classic Sonic game, you should make a classic Sonic game. But modern Sonic is pretty fun, and if you get the PC version, you can do a fuck ton of mods on it. It's pretty fucking hilarious to see like Mario or Crash run as fast as Sonic through Green Hill Zone. It's pretty sweet stuff.
I'm gonna have to say
which game was this?
Generations.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna have to go. Now I'm gonna say Sonic Heroes because It's another game I have nostalgia for, but unlike Sonic Riders, I think it's a bit better. Never beaten it, but the different characters certainly, or the different teams certainly play different. Although, fuck you, because all the characters in Team Amy suck except for name. But playing it is interesting. The switch mechanic for teams is fun, even though most of them like do pretty much the exact same freaking thing. So it is interesting for team formations and such, like flying up or floating, and the level designs are pretty nice. And it's another game I have nostalgia for, I guess.
Actually, yeah, I'm also gonna chime in here. I would agree with that. Like, this is one of the few Sonic games I've actually played, and I also haven't finished it. I think I finished the story for 2 teams, and yeah, like a lot of them do play similarly, and there's not a lot of variation, unless you go for like the special moves or like it's just very minor things.
It's just that there are things like, you know, Team Sonic being medium difficulty, Team Amy being the pussy difficulty, and Team Shadow being the difficulty, and then there are guys that are like, hey, yeah, we just play completely different. We just do our own fucking thing.
Yeah, actually,
we're just for the weird fucks.
Yeah, that was the team I liked the most, actually. It was Team Chaotix.
They were pretty cool. Oh, Chaotix, that was it. Can we just admit that Knuckles Chaotix is a terrible game?
I never played it, so I can't say
It's
anything.
just
I've never
heard
of
bad
it.
things about it, but
It's not good. Pretty fucking bad.
But Sonic
but
Heroes isn't in my list, so I just want to say my general opinions on Sonic Heroes is that, well, I do agree that the game's fun. I would say my favorite team, honestly, is Team Sonic, because the difference between every other character, let's exclude Chaotix, is at the end of the stage at a certain time. Amy's ends pretty quickly, Shadow takes the longest, while Sonic, I think, has the perfect amount of length. And I actually don't like Team Chaotix because some of the missions are pretty stupid, like destroy all enemies.
I mean, yeah. But they're at least different.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
I just hate Team Amy because I hate Amy.
Yeah.
Also, like, I just want to add, the ending song in Team Chaotix I actually really like. I don't know why, I just like it.
I don't remember much of Heroes' soundtrack other than some stages.
Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Okay, so.
We don't know the words.
Alright, continue. Noah's turn.
Alright, okay, my number 3 is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's my favorite classic Sonic game, and I feel like the level design's so much better because Sonic 1 had some stages you go fast in, and then some stages where it's all about platforming. Sonic 2 I felt like was pretty rushed. I mean, that's one of my favorite games to speed run, but it's not, it goes by too quickly for me. But Sonic 3 and Knuckles is just a huge adventure of classic Sonic, which I love a lot, and if you're a skilled player like me, you can get Super Sonic pretty fucking early and just wreck the game, and it's pretty fun.
For my 3, I'm probably going to have to say, I'm going to have to go with Sonic Advance 2, because it's the one I played the most out of all the Sonic Advances, and I will admit the game is pretty pitfall heavy, because of all this fucking pits you can fall into. But the level design is pretty nice. It was one of those games that came after the original Sonics, that still had that sense of speed, which is one of the reasons why people fell in love with Sonic platforming, because it was unlike other platformers where it focused directly on how fast you could finish it instead of how good you were, really, if you catch what I mean. But it recaptured that feeling, and it was also one of the first Sonic games I ever played. I remember playing it a lot on my Game Boy Advance, and it was just a pretty good time, even though I never actually beat it. And I'll admit, my stupid child self was like, ooh, new character, Amy, I want to unlock her. And now I'm like, and now I want to go back and bitch slap my old self and be like, no, shut up!
Did you unlock her?
No.
Do you even know how to unlock her?
I don't think I did know how to unlock her. I did unlock Knuckles, though.
Well, you unlock every other character but just by playing the game. You unlock Amy for getting all the Chaos Emeralds with every character.
Fuck that.
Yeah. And she's not even that good. She's not even good.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
unlocking her already sounds difficult as balls. Not to mention the fact that Amy sucks.
Yeah, I feel bad for the completionist.
I can go on a tangent all on its own and how much I despise Amy.
Yeah, she doesn't even play that good, which I'll get into later. But do you got a number 3, Venom?
I guess like if I did plan this out properly, this would definitely be somewhere in my top 5. Sonic Rivals.
Ooh.
I actually really,
I've never played that one actually.
Yeah, it's a PSP game, so like it's not really.
Yeah, I know.
Well, but
I've seen it. I know what it's like.
It's kind of like it's like a linear racing game, but it is actually surprisingly quite a bit of fun, like, against the AI, and the characters' abilities and design make them unique enough to be different, so they don't. So like the basic linear racing stuff is the same, obviously, but I know like a lot of their abilities are go really well with their character and make them different enough. For example, Sonic's got like I think it's like Sonic Boom or something. So it's like an insanely fast.
A sad, like, just
yeah, it's a very sad game.
Yeah.
But no,
foreshadowing of things to come.
I can't remember the name of the ability.
Rip
but
Sonic.
It's a really good recovery move. Like a lot of them are basically recovery moves, but Shadows has got Chaos Control, which is basically a stun. I can't remember, like one or two of them.
Chaos Control slows down your opponent.
Oh yeah, Chaos Control slows you down. It's Knuckles one that stuns enemies, that stuns the other rival, and it's Silvers that like mess up your controls.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you could, if you're fast enough on knowing what buttons have now suddenly become what, you can actually still maintain your first place. So, like, that's kind of a downside, but it's also like, oh no, he stopped me, but I can still do something about it. So, yeah. I played a bit of the second one, but honestly, I didn't really like as much as the first one.
Well, I actually, fun fact, Sonic Rivals was my first PSP game, and I actually really loved it. And the second one is better to me for one reason only. It has the theme song "Race to Win." That is a fucking great theme.
God damn it! So that's where that's from.
Yeah, that is a great
now
song.
say your number 2, bitch.
All right. Okay, my number 2 is Sonic Unleashed, the Wii version specifically. Why the Wii version? Well, you don't have to hunt for
because he likes to swing the Wii remote around.
Actually, no. I'm a GameCube controller, classic controller for the Win Sun. But
swing it clockwise like a windmill.
I like Unleashed Wii version because A, you don't have to do metal hunting. B, the hub worlds are pretty quick to get over with. The game's shorter, which means you don't have to do those werehog levels forever. And I think everything is just better, other than the graphics. But that's just how I feel. I feel like the game is more paced than the HD version. It also doesn't have slowdown, which is so good. But yeah, I think Sonic Unleashed Wii version is my second favorite. And plus, I don't even like I don't even hate the werehog that much because I'm a beat 'em up guy, so I don't mind it. But that's just me.
I remember playing the PS2 version, and
it's the same version.
Yeah, it's the same version, really.
Yeah, but everybody acknowledges it as a Wii version because that's the version they would have played.
My number 2, I'm probably gonna have to say Sonic 3. It's really the only classic one that I have, I guess, memories for. I didn't play it as a kid. I played it more like as a late teenager. But I remember really enjoying it. Fast platforming, good level design, good music. Just pretty good classic game in general. That's why when people say like, "Oh, you hate Sonic," whenever I'm trashing some Sonic stuff, I'm like, "No, I like some stuff, specifically the old stuff usually." Because you know, like I like that sense of speed, which is why Sonic Riders and Sonic Heroes are there instead of other crap. Yeah, I feel like that game obviously has like the second best sense of speed aside from my first one. So yeah.
That's understandable. I mean, there are some numbnuts that like Adventure 2, and that's the only game they like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really Venom. You got Oh god, clean up in aisle 3. Come on.
Oh no, that's a dog.
Oh shit. Okay, Venom. What about you? You got number 2?
Alright. Your favorite Sonic game, Noah?
My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Advance 1.
Oh, cool.
Sonic Advance 1, I feel like, is a much better version of the classic series. It has a modern look. Oh god, he's got green eyes and his spikes are longer. Fuck this game, 0 out of 10, would not play again. But, fuck you, you classic fools. But, fun story about Sonic Advance. On Easter, I got Sonic Genesis, if you guys don't know what that is. That is a Game Boy version of the original classic one, which plays like shit. Because my aunt didn't know any better, but she saw me loving Sonic 1 on the Sega Genesis. And then when I got this game, I was freaking out and I hated it. And she played it and she's like, oh, I better get him a good game. So she gave me Sonic Advance. I'm like, all is forgiven. It's just like, Sonic Advance is such a great game. It's, for me, it has a lot of memorable music. It was fun to play as all the characters except for Amy. But I have yet to get all the Chaos Summons because the special stages are kind of shit. So I haven't fully completed the game yet. But going through the adventure just once is just great. I do enjoy playing Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Fuck Amy again. But yeah, Sonic Advance is a really good game, and I do recommend, if there's any Sonic game I would recommend you guys playing, that'd be Shadow the Hedgehog. No, Sonic Advance.
Go to hell and die.
Sonic Advance is the true Sonic 4, so that's what I stand on.
Alright, some people might hate me for my number 1 pick, but you know what? It's my number 1 pick, and I'm technically counting it since it's in the title.
As long as it's not Adventure 2, you're fine.
It's not Adventure 2, it's Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform.
Yeah. It's not
because technically it is a Sonic game since the most prominent series in that game is Sonic. But it's honestly just a fantastic racing game, like really good.
Yeah.
Plenty of really great stages, lots of really fun characters to race. I don't care for all the characters because I'm not a gigantic Sega fan, but there are still plenty of ones that I really like. The transforming mechanic is probably, in my opinion, because it's kind of like what Diddy Kong Racing back in the day kind of did, but it's much tighter controls. Because Noah and I replayed Diddy Kong Racing because I have the DS version I played, and I was like, oh my god, this one is so slippery. Surely the N64 version isn't this slippery. Nope, just as slippery. So I guess you can call the DS version a faithful remake. But anyway, it's just really tight controls, great music, and bonus missions and such later on are pretty fun, even though unlocking some of the final story missions can be a bit difficult if there are specific bonus missions you don't particularly care for, like me, but so unlocking all characters isn't always a thing, but there's still plenty of really great time, there's a nice story mode, lots of modes for friends, just awesome racing.
You know, you just described that so perfectly, it makes me want to buy a version for Venom for us to play it.
It's such a good game!
I know, right? You know, Venom, you might have a free game coming.
Yay!
Alright.
Aye for the win, by the way.
Yeah, wait, what?
Yeah, I like playing as the Monkey Ball characters, actually. They're my favorite ones.
Too bad their stages suck, though.
Yeah, they kind of do. Actually, I kind of like one of their stages. I haven't played the game in a while, though. I want to do a video on it, but I haven't done a video on it yet because I don't know how it will run.
But if you're willing to wait tomorrow, I can get Venom a copy and we can join you.
But in my opinion, this is one of the one of the Sonic games that has like Mario on the ropes, because like Mario Kart's obviously, you know, fantastic, but I feel like if I'm gonna choose between the best Mario Kart and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, it's very hard to pick because I feel like it's either between 8 or DS, and both of those games are awesome, but Transformed is also awesome. So it's very difficult to choose.
Okay, well, okay. Let's see if we can make this easy for you. Do you think CTR is a better game?
Yes.
Okay, here's another easy one. Do you agree that Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform is just a much better version of Diddy Kong Racing?
Yes.
Okay. You can be my son again. Okay, now.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Okay.
Whoa!
Alright, Venom.
Hold on a minute. I didn't know you were going into this fanfiction.
Venom, you
Oh
can
god, yours is gonna
It's
have a
be the
fucking
weirdest
field day.
fanfic.
Shit. You're giving the internet ammo. Don't do this. It's a bad idea.
Alright, Venom.
No,
what's
That's
one
my
doesn't know how
job,
the
okay?
internet works.
It's my job to give the fans the fanfiction.
God damn it, no.
Okay, Venom, what's your favorite Sonic
It's only
game?
your fault when it's my lips hard, okay?
Alright, Venom, what's your favorite Sonic game?
Alright, my favorite Sonic game is... Oh no. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Okay.
Oh, no! Get out of here! You're not my son! Get out of my house!
Alright, what's your
Okay,
favorite?
bridges them out. Okay,
Just like leave
You
the
have to-
call and end on that.
Sec. Mic drop. No, my favorite Sonic game would have to be like either the original or the second one. I would probably have to go for the second one because to me the levels were a bit more kind of stuck out to me a bit more and they were more memorable. I couldn't remember the names because I'm always been terrible at names, but like just the designs and the colors stuck out to me more. And
Colors feel so
I found that a lot.
bright!
it's so bright, I'm still making me blind. But yeah, I just yeah blindness.
Yeah, suck on this one, internet. Fucking deal with that.
Okay, you can be my son again too.
Yeah, also like the co-op aspect, I just find would be really fun.
Plus, Tails can't die.
I think Sonic 3
You
did
guys
it
seen the
better.
Coach Humor video of Tails can't die?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that one's so funny because he's like, oh my friends are dead, stabs himself,
I've seen
it's
it.
over, and then another Tails come by and he's like, no, and he just sits there.
Yeah.
I remember an
love it.
animation where in Sonic 2 there's this pit in one of in the cave zone, I forgot what it's called, where you cannot get out. So it's just Super Sonic and Tails playing checkers, and then Tails dies because Super Sonic's invincible. Tails dies and just respawns, and then makes a move. Okay, so that is it for top 5 Sonic games.